I did monk mode for about 1 year and it was genuinely miserable and I did not even make that much progress and I do not recommend it to anybody. Then I went on a break for around 2 weeks to Greece. Then I came back and I started working in normal mode. And I made more progress in 2 weeks than that whole previous fucking year in which I consistently burned myself out. Monk mode is genuinely ruining your life, like genuinely. In this video, which is basically a day in the life, you see what I do instead of the stupid monk mode to actually make real progress step by step. And later on, I'll also tell you why monk mode is just marketing BS and in reality you actually need balance to not burn out and be miserable and actually make more progress long term. Enjoy! Welcome to the Ruthless Discipline series. The aim of this is to show you self-transcendence, which is the art of overcoming yourself through discipline so you can have perfect days and achieve your goals. This means I have to perfectly complete all tasks in my schedule without doing any bad habits. And if I do this, I have self-transcended and I'm one day closer to my goals. I'm going to document my journey while teaching you the lessons. If you want to be disciplined and achieve your goals, join the free community in which you'll find the Self-Transcendence Challenge and a bunch of other things which should help you become a disciplined man. Oh, sheesh. Wake up is hard today. I don't know why. I just feel like it's hard to wake up. So today we're about to do monk mode. Now, I don't label anything. I just do work hard mode. Just do the work mode, stop with the winter arc monk mode. Do the work mode, just do that. How about that? Do you realize how stupid this whole thing is? Monk mode, winter arc, lock in, all this bullshit. How about you do the work mode? That should be always your normal mode of life as a man, as an ambitious young man. Your normal mode of existence should be doing the work. That's it. Picking a goal, desiring to achieve something, having a purpose to your life, and then just doing the work. Okay? How many hours do you want? 12 hours a day? 12 hours a day is pretty good. You can still have a life for 12 hours a day and maybe one rest day per week if you have somebody to rest with. If you're literally just alone as a guy, don't take a rest day. There's no point. You're just fucking about in your rest day. If I take a rest day right now, I'm probably just gonna end up playing games or watching football, and then that's just gonna slow me down for the rest of the week. That's because if I take a rest day, I'm completely alone. So there's no point for me to take rest days unless I'm with somebody. Sorry, drinking some water. I think that's what it's called. But anyway, people need to stop labeling shit with this monk mode and this winter and this whatever BS. Do you understand that this shit is for losers? It's just why don't you just learn to do the work? You don't have to ruin your social life or abide by some weird rules. Just do the work and do the work every single day and hold yourself accountable to that standard. This is what I do. I've never labeled it. I've never been in monk mode or winter arc mode. And also, sacrificing your social life and things like that for this is a little bit stupid as well, especially with people you actually appreciate. So yeah, Doesn't matter who you are, where you are, you have no excuse to at least not be putting in 12 hours a day, 6-7 days a week. Like if you really want to achieve what you want to achieve. So let me stop rambling. Angel, sending lots of kisses. Now I'm gonna go meditate. I'm not gonna record it, I'll be back with you in a second. Alright, so here is the schedule. A full day of work is about to commence. I'm not doing monk mode, so thankfully my mental health is not fucked, so I can actually do the work which I'm supposed to be doing. And I can actually sustain it for long periods of time. So let's go and edit my vlog from yesterday and start uploading it. And yeah! Okay, so video is done, currently uploading. Now I'm gonna do the road talk and then I'm gonna create the hook and things like that for the next video. And yeah, let's go. Alright, so it's time for the road talk. Let's talk about monk mode and basically how I think it's BS. This is a continuation from the previous road talk, so from the previous video, because I didn't want to make it too long, but I had some things to say. So let me just tell you about monk mode, right? Monk mode is basically cutting out everything just to do work from waking up to sleep. That's monk mode essentially. And my experience, let me tell you about my experience doing monk mode. So I did monk mode for about the past year, right? So I started around September last year, and now it's October, the start of October. So it's been about 1 year. So I started September and I ended my monk mode in September when I went on a break. So I did a whole year of just like trying to work, focusing on work for about a year. And I did a lot of work and I worked hard and I did everything I could to succeed, but I failed. So that was my experience with monk mode. And basically what it was, I would work as much as possible, trying to learn about business, creating courses, creating videos, just trying to do something, figure this whole thing out, because at that point, I started getting pissed off at myself. So I completely switched from this guy who procrastinates, who was lazy, to just complete focus on my goals, just trying to make something out of my life. What will happen is I would work for a few days. I would work like a motherfucker, as many hours as I could. And then I would burn out. So I would just burn out because I would have no rest. So it would be working out, or reading something. That was the 3 things I did, and sleeping, of course. So that was the only things I did with my day for about 1 year. And I would just do this as much as possible, but then after a few days I would just burn out and just completely start doing bad habits. So this burnout could be for a few hours, or it could last even like a few days. So I would just work myself into the ground, burn out, and then when I'm completely burnt out and I can't do any more work, I would end up just sitting there, giving myself dopamine through the computer, through whatever bad habit you can think of. That's what I did for about a year. So I would work and then burn out, work, burn out, work, burn out. I must have burned out multiple times over the course of that year. The reason I think monk mode is bullshit is because I did not make much progress this way. Just the reason for this is because I worked, but my quality of work, the intelligence of my work, it just wasn't there. It wasn't high quality work. I made a lot of mistakes in terms of decision making. So working on stuff that cost me hundreds of hours where it doesn't really contribute me right now. So in Skool I have 2 courses that you can unlock at level 2 and 3 in the community.
These courses are not that useful for me or for my business. They're just free courses there. I spent hundreds of hours making them. So that's a bad decision. I have previous things that I have deleted as well. Bad decision. I have content strategies on YouTube and just sinking hours into videos that didn't work out. Bad decision. And when I was actually doing the work, I wasn't super focused. It wasn't high quality work. It's not like it is right now. And the reason for that is because I was constantly burned out because of the monk mode bullshit. So I never rested. It was literally sleep, work, workout, work, read something, read a book. And my reading wasn't relaxing, bro. I wasn't reading Harry Potter. I was reading philosophical books or books related to what I'm doing with the work, trying to figure out solutions and trying to learn something. So it wasn't like I was relaxing. I wasn't. So 24/7, I was just under stress to do something. And I believed that I should do this to succeed. And then I went to normal mode. So I went on a break last month at the beginning of September for 15 days. It was great. I realized how burned out I was. So I come back after those 15 days and I just feel good. So for the first time in about like a year, I actually feel like I'm living, like I'm a living creature. So I'm not burned out for the first time. And basically, in the last 15 days, I come up with a decent content strategy, which is these vlogs. I have much more focus with my work. I'm much more happier. I made my first sale as a businessman. More people were joining the community than I could ever get before. People were joining at a rate, which is really good. My videos are actually getting, more views than what they used to get. Obviously I'm still not a big channel or anything, but I am making more progress right now in my normal mode than I was on monk mode. Right now it's not monk mode. I spend 2 to 3 hours at night basically relaxing, going on a call. I'm just chilling at night. So it's not monk mode because I have a normal social life. I'm not 24/7 just focused on the goal. And I'm making more progress because I'm actually doing the work properly. So the reason I'm trying to tell you is that monk mode is bullshit is because if you don't rest at the end of the day, even for 1 hour, 2 hours, and if you don't rest ever for a little bit longer, you get burned out really fucking quickly. And when you get burned out, the quality of your work suffers. It's actually terrible. You can't make good decisions. You can't produce anything good with your work. You're just terrible. It's just not good. You don't have any creativity. It's not necessarily about how much work you do. It's more about the quality of the work you do. So somebody working on 4 hours, but he's actually doing the right thing for 4 hours, is going to make much more progress than somebody working 15 hours a day, who's working on the wrong thing. The guy who works on the wrong thing is going to make no progress. The point being that you can make progress without monk mode. In fact, monk mode slows down progress because it just burns you out quickly. Whereas if you actually give yourself some time to relax, 1 to 2 hours at the end of the day, and you have some social life, and you're actually working without being miserable, you're working while you're being happy, your work is actually going to be much better. So is it really worth it to go in this monk mode stupidity, sacrifice 1 to 2 hours a day? You get 1 to 2 hours extra because you don't have a social life now, but you get burned out much quicker and the quality of your work sucks because you're borderline depressed. It's not worth it. I'm telling you this from experience. So what you can do instead is just follow what I do here, work 12 to 14 hours a day, spend the rest of the time relaxing, okay? Calm the fuck down. Let me tell you something. If you cut out the BS in life, I'm talking about entertainment, social media, just big bullshit distractions that you don't need. So the BS, you know what the BS is, you know, social media, entertainment, video games as well are a big one. Random friends that don't help you out. That's it. If you cut that out, you can balance a good life. You can have a social life in terms of like really good friends, love, family. You can do that. And let me tell you something. You're thinking short term. You're thinking about the next 3 years. You're like, oh, I need to go in a monk mode because I need to succeed in the next 2 to 3 years. You have 30 years to succeed. Life is long. If you work like a motherfucker to the point of burnout all the time, your work will be shit. Your competitors will beat you because they're making good decisions and actually putting in quality work. And you'll burn yourself out so quickly that it's just not gonna work. So think about this. It's a marathon. Life is a marathon. You have 10, 20, 30 years to succeed on your goals. You don't have 5 days. So stop pressuring yourself into doing absurd hours. You can still work. Honestly, like, I think I do 80 hours. So I think last week I did 80 hours of work. Somewhat, obviously, I get unfocused and I get distracted, but somewhat like I dedicated 80 hours of my time to work. And I feel good because every day for 1 to 2 to 3 hours, I relax at the end of the day. And my work, yes, I'm doing technically a little bit less hours, but I feel much, much better about it because I'm actually happy and I'm actually creative with my work and I don't feel burned out. I don't feel like this is a chore. When I was doing this about 2 months ago, I felt like it was this massive chore, like, oh, I have to do this. It's not the case anymore. Monk mode is gonna burn you out and it's just gonna lead to poor work. So do your normal mode, have a social life, have some way to relax, but still put in minimum 60 hours a week on your goals. This is how you do it. All right, so I'm done recording the hook. I have sort of a chore to get done. I need to deposit some money. So I need to go to the bank right now, which is very annoying, very annoying. This is the type of task which I hate doing. This does not help me get closer in life, but I need to do it. I need to deposit money. So I'm going. All right, so I'm taking the bus, going to the bank. I'm not going with car because I just want to try the bus. I'm not sure about selling my car yet, so I'm gonna try the bus, see if it's super annoying to use it, and if it is, maybe I won't sell my car. I don't know. We'll see. All right, so I'm back from the thing with basically half an hour delay. So what happened is the bus on the way back was packed. There was too many people. I couldn't enter. I was like, or I didn't want to enter. It was like a pack of sardines. Anyway, I have barely any time left right now. So what I'm going to do is I'm going to work out quickly. So I'm not going to do the full workout. I'm going to do maybe one set. I don't know. So I'm going to work out quickly and then I'm gonna shower quickly maybe, and that's gonna be it. So I'm not gonna waste any time. I'm only partially gonna complete the workout. I'm still gonna count it as, you know, a completed task. But yeah, that's what happens. Sometimes life gets in the way, but you have to keep on your schedule. So let's go work. All right, so I'll do everything once with no breaks until full failure without a warm-up, because I don't have time for a warm-up. So this is how I get injured. Let's go. All right, so that's all we have time for today. 6 sets, all pretty much to failure. Very difficult workout. I had to shorten it today, but even though I had the excuse, I still turned up and did some work. So let's get back to my schedule. You know, I could have sat there and made excuses, to be honest, and in fact I did. I sat down and I told myself, I literally said it to the camera, I'm not gonna work out today because the bus is, half an hour late. I'm home half an hour later. Alright, fuck it, so I'm not exercising. There's like 15 minutes left, there's no point. I'm gonna miss my workout today. It's gonna count as a yellow. I can still self-transcend because self-transcendence is about doing your discipline perfectly. This wasn't a discipline problem. This was more of a problem of life getting in the way or maybe poor planning. I don't know. And I made that excuse, but then, I started thinking like, what am I going to do for the next half hour? I'm not going to scroll YouTube. I'm not going to go watch porn again. I'm not going to waste my time. I have half an hour left. How about I actually go and complete my workout? At least somewhat start it. And that's what I did right now. So, your mentality must not be, okay, I must do the schedule perfectly. The schedule is there to make the maximum out of your day. And if sometimes it doesn't go your way, something slows you down, that is no excuse just because the schedule is broken to break everything else. I didn't have my full workout. I had only 1 hour left, or I had half an hour left out of the full hour. But I went down and I did some exercise. I did my workout, at least partially. So whatever happens to your schedule, even if you fail a little bit, even if it's not going how you want, the idea is to maximize every hour of every day. This is why we do the schedule. The schedule is not that important. That you maximize every hour is important. So even if it gets broken on a certain day, still maximize the day. Even if you make a mistake, you start scrolling, you start wasting time, still maximize each day. This is what you gotta do, this is what it's about. So I maximize this moment, only half an hour left, okay. We do a shorter workout, but we do something. So now I'm hurrying up, I'm gonna shower, and I'm gonna eat, and I'm gonna be back with you for the work session. Alright, so I've showered and we are back on time with the schedule. In fact, we are a little bit faster, so that's good. We're back on time. Had to shorten the workout, but besides that, I'm gonna go eat and I'll be back with you to work. Alright, I'm back from eating. Now it's time to do the next deep work session. I'm already starting it, so I'm gonna start off by taking a call. So I've contacted, or he has contacted me, this copywriting guy, to see if he can help me with my Skool page. We'll see if he can do it. So we'll go on a call, bounce off some ideas, and that's about it. So we're back on schedule. The stupid bus ride is over. Let's do this. Okay, so I'm done with the call. Basically, a guy helping me with my copywriting in my Skool and my YouTube channel. Now I'm gonna start doing market research, do some thumbnail research again. It just never ends. How many thumbnails did I gather? I'm just doing this forever. I'm doing this way too slowly because it's so boring and so I'm gonna do that and I'll be back with you. I'll start working on the course. That's when I'm gonna be back. Okay, so right now I'm literally making the course. I've started making it. I'm a bit less productive than I wanna be. Honestly, there is the skill. Like once you work, you realize there is the skill of like focus, putting in intense focus, falling into a flow state, into a task. This is just not a skill I possess that much. Like I'm not that focused when I'm actually doing work. I'm not super distracted either. It's not like I'm scrolling YouTube, but at the same time, I'm just not as focused as I want to be. My thoughts start to drift. I don't have the ability to necessarily always focus them back. This is what happens when you grow up in the ADHD generation with a smartphone. But anyway, I'm one of the lucky ones. I didn't have this shit as a kid, only as a teenager, so it's fine. I'm making the course. Why you procrastinate? It's either anxiety or boredom. That's why you procrastinate. I've got about 2 hours of deep work left, and then I'm gonna be back with you for the end of the vlog, and I'll show you my schedule, which I just barely will manage to do today because of the workout, which I almost missed, but I didn't make the excuse. So let's. Do I look beautiful, baby? Finally, we are done with this work session, or we are about to be done because this is the last part of the work session, but very distracted. Even my mother actually came in the room and we had a deep talk. So that distracted me. So very distracted work session, not productive at all. I could do better. I should do better. As I said, one of the skills that I want to develop is intense focus, but whatever. So let's right now go to the schedule. Of course, I have not opened it, so I have to keep talking, basically filling up the time until I open my schedule so you can actually see what's going on. 1 second, I'm filling in the time, so I'm still filling in the time. I'm filling it, I'm speaking. Okay, so here is the schedule. As you can see, it's Thursday, day 8139. Everything was done. Exercise, I did it, just barely. I was about to quit. Life got in the way, the stupid bus that pissed me off, but I did it. So today was not that productive. Unfocused work sessions, a call that just went way too slowly, just the stupid bus. So not that productive of a day, but life getting in the way. Whatever. At least I kept my discipline and I did what I needed to do as much as I could. So this is the schedule today. Pretty simple, pretty nice, perfect so far. Here is also the system. So this is my habit tracker or the purpose system. Everything was done just barely. I'm gonna count the workout even though it was not the full one. Still, I turned up, I did something. 0 bad habits, of course, once again. And boom. We did the self-transcendence. So this is yet another day in which I have self-transcended. I mean, This is starting to get boring because I'm actually so good at actually keeping my discipline, because I've practiced this for a long time, and also I have motivation, which is watching this video right now. So the motivation is called you guys. It's daily accountability, and also the angel. Wow. But that's the motivations I have. I'm doing the work every day. I have to put in the work. I am motivated because I'm getting results as well. So it's easy for me to put in the work today. Thank you for watching this video. Again, I appreciate every single viewer. Check out, if you want to become a disciplined man and you want to do this as quickly as possible, like if you want to literally improve your discipline by next week, join the community, click on the classroom and join the self-transcendence challenge, and yeah, you literally help yourself out to become a disciplined man. It's so free. So join the community. Thanks for watching this video. Namaste. I don't even know what that means. Is it thank you? I think it is. What language is it? Japanese? Chinese? I don't know. It's time to go. Why am I taking so long to end each video? It's time to go, bro. Just go. Just do your work. You watched this, you got motivated. Go ahead and do something productive. Thank you for watching. Bye.